somebody had said to me, you'll be attending an event in 50 years' time, I would have laughed in their face. Are you kidding me? They're still talking about this movie? It is a remarkable film, I will say. And it's remarkable because it's a remarkable book. And Anthony Burgess, who wrote this masterpiece, and it is a masterpiece that he wrote. And of course, it took the brilliance of Kubrick to translate, you know, this book that was, of course, this big cult book. It's well known that, you know, Mick Jagger wanted to play my part. Eat your heart out, Mick. I don't think he minded, actually, because I did get to know him at one point. But, of course, they, you know, a lot of the musicians were great fans of the book. And, you know, what can I say about this movie that I haven't said a million times? I do try now to go back in my mind to what it was like actually to be on the set and the minutiae of actually working with Stanley. But I found that to be pretty boring. When you think of it, it was a great collaboration because and I think a lot of actors, leading actors of his, like Jack, for instance, or Ryan O'Neal, would say that he's really not a very good actor's director. That doesn't mean to say that actors can't give great performance in his movies and all the rest. That's not what it means. It means that really his whole concentration goes on the casting of the movie. And in fact, he told me that he laid the Clockwork Orange aside because he couldn't find an actor that he thought could do it. Thank God he saw me in a movie called If, which is a brilliant movie. And so when I went to meet with him, you know, he told me about this book, and he said, have you heard of it? And I went, no, I haven't, of course. Because I've been isolated at the Royal Shakespeare Company, becoming a fossil, which is just about what happens at that place. But I'm being rude about it, actually, but good, it deserves it. Anyway, he asked me to read the book and get back to him. Well, I read the book the first time, and I must admit, I struggled a bit. I had to keep reversing back to the glossary at the back of the book, and I couldn't get it, really. I was shooting another movie, so really, anyway, I read it the second time, and I thought, wow, how's he going to make this into a movie, you know? And then the third time I read it, I went, my God, what a part. Oh, God, I've got to play this part. And so I called him. Now, this took a week. And Stanley made some comment like, oh, I thought you'd forgotten about me or something. You know? I went, no, I just wanted to make sure that I knew what I was talking about, you know. And so Stanley does all his directing before the movie starts shooting. You know, you go out to his house, you hang out with the family and the dogs, and you just hang there, and then, you know, you'll talk about locations, and he'll show you photographs, and, you know, for instance, I was walking back to my car after having takeout, you know, Chinese, which, by the way, he went into this whole thing about Chinese food, and Chinese waiters, which he was convinced were spies. I thought, this man is a real paranoid, you know. But now, I'm beginning to wonder. Anyway, and Boreham Wood, do you know where that is? It's like Tarzana. What's there in Tarzana that the Chinese are interested in? Nothing more and more. Anyway, I was walking to the car, he was walking me there, and he said, what do you think you should wear? And I went, I don't know, Stanley. Do we have a costume yet? Because he goes, well, what do you think? I went, wow. He said, what have you got? I went, Stanley, it's a futuristic movie. What have I got? I've got jeans and a t-shirt. I mean, I don't have, and of course I've got my cricket gear in the car. I went, go get it. Put it on. He goes, what's this? I went, well, that's a protector. He said, wear it on the outside. I was wandering through this boutique called Beaver, and at the cash register there was a yard of eyelash. And as I was going out to Stanley's, I thought, I'll take him a novelty gift. It's kind of the weirdest thing I've ever seen, a yard of eyelash. So I got out the car, I gave him the thing, and he looked at it, he goes, put it on. Me? He goes, yeah, put it on. And he took photographs, so I put one on, it took me like half an hour to get one on, I flew everywhere. Anyway, I put one on, he took a photograph, put both of them on, and he took more stills. Everything was stills. And then he called me the next day and he said, yeah, we'll just use the one eyelash. He said, because when you look at your face, there's something out of place and you're not quite sure what it is. Well, it became a sort of iconic look, insane. And then there was a big cardboard box full of hats, and I immediately went for a bowler because I wanted to raise the finger to the City of London and the gents with their brollies and bowlers on the tube and all the rest of it. And that's basically how it all started, from those little things. And so just hanging with Stanley, I remember being a little bit perturbed because he never talked about the character. He talked about everything around it, where we were going to, the lenses. I mean, I was like, yeah, I pretended and feigned interest. What do I know about lenses? Just, get me in the frame, let me do the thing. And then he was talking about, these tiny mics and transformer mics. Well, I think it was the first movie they actually used them in. They were used for outside broadcasts before that. And so we actually shot the scene right on the what's it called, Cheney Walk with traffic. And I thought every single line will have to be post-synced. Not one line did I post-sync in that movie. Woo! It's pretty amazing. An amazing sound man, who of course Stanley tried to fire on the first day. Seriously did. He was watching dailies and there was no sound at all. And he was going crazy. Called the guy in, his name was Jordan something. Brilliant guy. This was his last film. Believe me, he couldn't take the strain. He went off to teach sound in some university, which, God bless him, was probably, comforting for him. Working with Stanley, if you're a technician, that was tough. Anyway, Stanley was going nuts. We'd have to reshoot. I was like, what? And of course, there was something on the projector in his own house. Somebody hadn't done that. So there you are, even the great Stanley Kubrick can fuck up occasionally. He invited me in to see, he was very proud. This is before computers, and God knows Stanley would have loved the world where we're at now. The iPhone, the computer. My God, it's bigger than HAL. The iPhone. It's insane. Anyway, he said, I've got this new method of filing. I went, oh great. Do you want to see it? I went, sure, yeah, okay. And this big thing, went out to the roof in his study, and it was this round thing, and you had to wind it round. It had all these slots with all these files in it. He said, what do you want to see? And I went, well, I don't know, whatever. He goes, all right, locations for P&M's flat. And I went, great, let's see. So he turns it around, goes up, opens the file, nothing in it. He goes, what? He gets on the intercom. Margaret, where's the file for the... And of course, I went, Stanley, well, that is the human element. I mean, we're all as good as the human element. Anyway, listen, I'm blurting on here. Please enjoy. I'll be back later on, and if you have any questions, I'll try and answer them reasonably intelligently. Thank you all.